We good. You ready?
All right.
This is RadioOnFire.com. Yours truly, Diamond K, in here alongside Dev Epps.
What's up, man? What's going on, baby? How we doing?
You good?
Good. I'm great. Gucci. I just came from a big high school game. Lake Clifton, Lakers, and the Poly. I don't know what the hell. What is Poly's mascot? What are they? The Knights? No, that's City. I pissed them off with that shit. Whatever. Poly smartasses. Whatever y'all are. Whatever y'all call the engineers or some shit. It was a real good game. I stayed till pretty much the end of the fourth quarter.
Who was winning?
Poly was up. Poly was up. I think about like 11. So. I think Poly pulled that one out. They've got one of the best prospects in the country. Jordan, I cannot remember his last name right now, but they kind of held him in check. Noop, the head coach's son for the Lakers, the Lake Clifton. I think they are the Lakers though. Lake Clifton Lakers.
Yeah.
Put on a show. He did his thing. They just were down too much, man.
Couldn't bring it back.
Couldn't pull it back. Couldn't pull that one out.
It's like that sometimes.
It is. And the refs suck. I just wanted to put that up.
That happens.
Terrible.
You've dealt with that before.
Terrible.
I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah. And it's funny because actually some of those refs are the ones who ref our games as well. Yeah. Yeah. These guys.
You look at them like this nigga.
Like this nigga. I won't say your name because you might ref my next game. Take that shit personal. So. You know who you are, nigga. Yeah. Terrible.
Here we are.
End
of the NFL season, just about.
Approaching.
2 games?
2 games left, man. 2 games
it went by quick, though, for us.
Shit was like that. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. We had one quarterback the first half, and one quarterback the second half. Yeah. And
good quarterback the second half.
Yeah. So I think we should start with the playoff picture.
Yeah, let's go over the whole
the whole
scenario,
picture.
right?
And then we can deep dive on the Ravens.
So we do that. I guess the first 2 teams of the divisions.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk about the no-brainers. They're there.
All right. So who we know is in the playoffs for a fact. We got the Patriots. We don't know where they're going to fall yet. Now there is a scenario that the Patriots could be out of the playoffs as well.
Now, how do you figure that?
If they lose out. If they lose out, the Dolphins win out, then they will lose the division because the Dolphins
a very slim.
Yeah, the Dolphins carry the tiebreaker with them, so they would have to. The Dolphins would have to win 2 games, their last 2 games, and the Patriots would have to lose their last 2 games for that to happen. But
that would put them out, or that would put them not in the top seed.
That would put them out because the Dolphins own the tiebreakers with the Patriots, so they would be gone.
Yeah.
And the AFC North, there's still a 3-team race. That's our division. Steelers are 8-5-1. We are 8-6, and the Browns are 6-7-1. Once again, another scenario where if the Browns win out and the Steelers and Ravens lose out, we could see the Browns in the playoffs. But we all know that's not going to happen.
Now, wait, slow down.
It could happen.
Now, okay, the Steelers have New Orleans.
They got the Saints, and
we have a tough game.
We got the Chargers, man. We got the Chargers.
So with
Chargers who did what we could not do,
which is
beat the Chiefs,
and they've been on a roll.
They have. Chargers have been good all season long, man. This is actually one of the games from jump when I did the schedule out that I had us losing. So I've had a schedule loss for this one for a while. I'm hoping now when I did my projections, we didn't have Lamar Jackson starting, and we weren't leading the league in time of possession either. We didn't have this running attack, and this defense didn't look as good. So
all of that.
Yeah. The Chargers aren't superhuman. They're a very beatable team, but
they just a bunch of men.
They are. But this might be our toughest test, and it's coming at how the Ravens like it. When it's playoff time, we got to make things much harder than they have to be, and this is the test.
Well, yeah, this is a big test. Speaking of tests, Steelers,
man.
They passed their test yesterday, and I thought they was going to lose.
They passed their patriotic test yesterday, man. God. You had one job, New England, one job. I don't cheer for you often. Matter of fact, I don't cheer for you at all. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even cheering for you that game. I just wanted to see the Steelers lose. Now, if there was a situation where, Bane walked onto the stadium and blew it all up and the Steelers and Patriots were out for the rest of eternity, that's a win-win for me.
A tie would have been fine.
A tie? Yeah, actually, a tie would have put us back where we needed to be. If you both could have lost, that would have been great. But Steelers held on to a victory 10-17, I believe it was.
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh, though. Were they? They were in Pittsburgh, weren't they? Yeah, they were in Pittsburgh. Home team actually came out with that one. Meaning that but with that being said, the Patriots did lose their top seed. With that loss, it actually put the Texans into the prime position, the number one seed in the playoff picture right now. And in the AFC South, they've got 3 teams that are very viable to get a spot as well. The Texans are 10-4, the Colts 8-6, and the Titans 8-6. Now, I know you heard wait a minute, we 8-6.
Right.
These are the teams that could very well take our playoff spot from us.
Correct.
The Titans are scheduled to play the Redskins, home game for the Titans, and the Colts are I believe playing the Giants.
They gonna win that.
So those are 2 very winnable games for them. We got a tough one. A tough one. So if we don't win this, now with that being said,
do you consider this tougher than Kansas City?
Who's Kansas City playing?
No,
this game
for us. Do you think it's a tougher game for the Ravens?
I don't think it's a tougher game for the Ravens than the Kansas City Chiefs because of the speed that the Kansas City Chiefs put on the field. I do feel like they have a better defense than the Kansas City Chiefs, though. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get the same kind of, the same time of possession, be able to, draw out the clock the way we did with the Chiefs because their defense is a little bit more formidable than the Kansas City Chiefs. Now with that 8-6 Titans and 8-6 Colts, if we all lose, then everything remains the same.
Everybody loses.
If everybody loses,
yeah,
everything remains the same. And we can take this situation and push it, kick that can down the road until we play the Browns last week of the season. If we all win out, still best case scenario for us because we own the tiebreaker with the Colts and the Titans. We beat the Titans, and I believe, I guess because of the strength of schedule, we are a higher pick than the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I'm not sure about why we're higher than the Colts, but I know for a fact that we beat the Titans this year. Right?
Yeah,
we did. Yeah, we shut the Titans out. Yeah, we shut the Titans out this year.
Beat the fuck
up.
We
actually, that was the game we got them world beaters against the Titans, man. With that being said, your Chiefs and Chargers in the AFC West have both locked in a playoff spot. It's just a matter of who wins the division, because whoever doesn't win the division is a lock for that wild card spot.
Yeah.
The spot that I'm talking about with the Ravens, Titans, and Colts is the 6th seed. The 5 seed is a lock. It's either going to be the Chargers or the Chiefs, one or the other. Moving on to the NFC. The NFC East, wide open. Those aforementioned teams I just mentioned from the NFC East, Redskins, the Eagles, and Redskins respectively 7-7, Cowboys 8-6. I've said it before on the show that the Cowboys just seem to play like us for some reason. Look really, really good one week, and then next week is like, we ain't get shut out though. Let's get one thing clear. We don't get shut out. We don't put no zeros on the board. So that ain't us at all, but similar in records and mentality.
Yeah. What do you think about the Eagles?
Eagles are they're hungover. That's what I think. I believe that the Super Bowl.
They beat up the Rams.
They beat the Rams, okay, but they are okay. They are a Super Bowl team. They're a Super Bowl winning team.
They're the defending champions.
Defending champs. So you expect them to get up for big games. I expected them.
Right.
I expected them to be a whole lot better than they are, actually. So when I see them beat the Rams, I say about damn time. This is what y'all should have been doing all season. I know that the health of Carson Wentz is a factor, and I believe they're going back with Nick Foles. They didn't put Carson Wentz on the IR, but they are going with Nick Foles for this next game. So that tells a lot about the health of Carson Wentz and if he is healthy, the confidence they have in Carson Wentz. It's Foles time, baby. This is what he did last year. Got hot and took him to a Super Bowl. Very Joe Flacco-like, if you ask me. Maybe it's just time. It's just Nick Foles' time right now, man. And you don't broke what's fixed. It's already fixed, man. Carson Wentz wasn't it. They're going back to Nick Foles, and I believe they should have went back to Nick Foles a while ago. Right this ship. So I mean, just to recap that Cowboys 8-6, Eagles 7-7, Redskins 7-7, very very wide open division.
That could go any way.
We just know the Giants ain't gonna win it.
That's confirmed.
Right. NFC North, surprise. Team a lot of us projected to be at the bottom of the division has just clinched it. The Chicago Bears behind Trubisky, whatever his first name is.
It's been a while for them.
Yeah, it's Trubisky behind the defense led by Khalil Mack, who is probably your defensive MVP this year. I see no reason why it shouldn't be him. They're 10-4. Just beat the Green Bay Packers last night. Last afternoon or whatever. Aaron Rodgers is officially out of the playoffs. Hopefully they are going for a high seed so they can get him some help over there.
Yeah, I mean they got rid of the coach. So that's part of the problem, I guess.
Brought back his favorite offensive coordinator. We'll see.
Is it the end of an era?
What, in Green Bay?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't really call it an era because what they win? One Super Bowl before us. What was that, 2011? I can't even remember the last time Green Bay Packers won.
It just seems like they're struggling over there.
It does. It's. I mean, they're still winning. Somewhat. They'll finish probably with a winning record, but I believe that they were winning in spite of Mike McCarthy for all these years. Like Aaron Rodgers is just is a supreme talent, and in spite of what Mike McCarthy was doing to ruin games for them, he was overcoming it. I just think that at this point in time. They had enough.
So do you think he had a hand in that?
Do I think that Aaron Rodgers had a hand in getting Mike McCarthy out of there? Yes. Vocally, do I think he did it with play? Maybe. I think he might have been point shaving a little bit. Mm-hmm. A little bit.
He's not sad to see him go.
Nah, not at all. Yeah. Not at all. I fully believe that he was the biggest advocate for getting Mike McCarthy out of there.
It's like him or me type stuff.
I don't know if it was him or me. It was just this nigga got to go.
Yeah.
Because y'all know you're gonna pay me, so I know. Yeah, I'm paid, so I'm not going nowhere. He got to go. I'm $100 million man over here. He got to go. NFC South, damn Saints, 11-2, man. My Super Bowl pick.
Yep.
Still rolling with them. Let's get it done. Weird the way the schedule worked out. The two top division teams in the NFC South play each other twice to end the season. So the Panthers and the Saints, it's like a home and home series for them. This will be a big test for the Panthers. Saints just gotta go out there and do what they've been doing. And I believe if they lose, 11-4, they're still in the playoffs. This is all about the Panthers, man, and what they can do 2 weeks in a row. If they can, shake up the world and beat Drew Brees and them boys twice, in 2 weeks. We'll see. I know they're still available for a wild card spot. They finished 8-7. NFC West, pretty much wrapped up at this point. The Rams are 11-3. Completely ran away with the NFC West this year. Clearly head and shoulders above everybody over there. And they're followed up by the Seattle Seahawks, who you put them in that bowl with us and the Cowboys, Ravens, Cowboys, Seahawks. A very strong defensive team. With some shaky quarterback play. That's what we are. We're great defensively, and the quarterback situation fluctuates. Now, they have a quarterback. Russell Wilson is going to be their starter for now and the foreseeable future. I guess
so. Is it him? Is it he needs help? What's going on over there?
Seahawks ain't had no receivers since
they were looking under
Jimmy Graham. Yeah, Doug Baldwin is cool. He all right for around the house, but he ain't gonna sing nobody under the table. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Pam and Gene.
All right, so looking at this list,
okay,
2 teams on here are the Super Bowl.
2 teams are here on the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna tell you right now,
who are they?
The Chiefs and the Saints have not changed.
So you have not changed.
Will not change. These still look to be the best teams. Now the Chiefs are worrying me. Seems to be the bigger the game. They tend to drop the ball here, except for us for some reason. They've lost all their primetime games this year. Anytime that they've been on the national stage, they have dropped it. They dropped one to the Rams. They dropped one to the Patriots. and they dropped one to the Chargers 2 weeks ago. So it's I'm worried about it when they get to the playoffs, but they're still my pick to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl because I don't see anybody over here that can beat them unless they face the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. Then I'll change my pick.
How plausible, feasible, possible is the Rams and the Chargers?
It's very possible. We just saw the Chargers beat the Chiefs. It's very possible. I wouldn't be mad at that either. I mean, besides the fact that it
means that we lost.
Yeah, my pick messed up, and that the Ravens aren't in there. Yeah. But as I go through the quarterbacks and the people who legacies that we're looking at to represent these teams, Phillip Rivers needs
he deserves it.
Yeah, he
has put in the work.
I would not mind seeing a Phillip Rivers Super Bowl run.
Assuming that we did not have Jackson, would you want Rivers as your guy?
Yeah. Phillip Rivers is I don't know how to describe him, but he's an unsung hero. He's the guy that you forget about when you talk about the great quarterbacks of this generation.
When you look at his stats,
they match up with everything. It's just that it's the ongoing joke. Phillip Rivers is always down 10 points with 2 minutes to go in the game. Like it's always been, and this is the first time he's actually starting to win those games. Because he's got a little bit more help. Now, with that being said, Keenan Allen is supposed to be out for the next game. He left last game early, so hopefully we ain't got to worry about his ass. Still got Antonio Gates, who is 45 years old, still running precise routes and catching touchdown passes. With a slew of brand new, healthy, strong receivers he got down there. Dude, Mike Williams had 2-3 touchdowns. He was the game against the Chiefs. For real.
That's why that's why I'm nervous about. This is a true test.
Yeah, this is a real game. This is game right here. This is a real game. It's game.
Game. All right. So speaking of game, let's talk about the game.
Yeah, man.
Were you in the place?
I was there, cold.
It looked cold.
Wet.
It looked like there was a lot of seats.
Shivering.
It looked like you could have got a ticket yesterday.
Listen, you could have got a ticket yesterday. You could have got a ticket at the end of the second quarter, for real, and still walked in there. Listen, full disclosure, okay? I'm not the thickest man in the world, all right? I'm not. Sometimes, it's just skin and bones and skin. And it was just too cold, man. I didn't dress properly.
Why?
I was
you
wet.
Knew it was cold.
Man, I knew it was
and
cold.
It's colder than it actually is outside.
I was hoping that it was a sold-out stadium and the heat
still cold
from everybody in the stadium would just no, man. I was layered up. I had my thermals on and extra shirts and hats and all that.
You still wasn't enough.
You know what would have been good? I would have been straight had it not rained.
Yeah.
But the rain disrespected everything I had on. I was soaked through, man. I didn't get a poncho until the second quarter, and by that time, it's just a poncho over wet clothes.
What's the purpose of this?
Yeah, it was part of goddamn poncho. And very smart marketing, Ravens. They damn sure sold the shit out them ponchos and hiked the prices up on the gloves when niggas got in there.
What they need to do is we should have a fucking dome.
We should.
We had a fucking dome
or retractable roof or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We give us that.
Oh yeah,
and it's all
maybe
good.
One of those the roofs that maybe don't close all the way, but it just protect the fans. That's all we need. Yeah. Y'all can still play in the rain if y'all want, but we want to watch the game in peace. Shit.
The weather was a factor yesterday. Slipping and sliding.
A lot of I noticed that the guys aren't wearing gloves anymore, so maybe that you get a better grip on the ball, as opposed to those those gloves where a lot of receivers, quarterbacks, running backs. First time I really seen that nobody had gloves on, so I guess that wet ball is a problem in the rain. Good game though, good game.
Yes.
Well coached, well executed. Lamar's growing. He's growing before our eyes.
Week to week, he's growing.
Yeah, that's what. But these are the growing pains. Sometimes he's going to look great. Sometimes he's going to do some shit that you don't understand to save your life. But at the end of the day, he is our quarterback, baby, and he's winning games for us. Jameis Winston had a couple plays. He got loose a couple times.
Who did?
Mike Evans. They did not keep Mike Evans. They kept him in check as much as you can. Low key, Mike Evans got 1,200 yards this year, man. That's a great receiver. Yeah. He got behind us one time for a big play. 63-yarder, Jameis Winston. Just flicked the joint. And it just went out there and dropped right in Mike Evans' hands. Mike Evans caught about, I think he had 4 catches, 121. We kept him out of the end zone. But he had a great game, moving around the field. Who else, man? We had, Lamar Jackson had 95 rushing yards, and he threw for 131 with a touchdown pass in there. So, 20-12, man, I'm really not mad at that. I'm really not mad at that. I was a little nervous because we did leave at halftime. I left at halftime.
You left at halftime.
I left at halftime, okay? So we were up.
So you were listening on the way home?
I was, of course. Yeah, listening on the way home. By the time I got home, I watched the whole fourth quarter or whatever.
Oh, so you made it home by
Yeah, I made it home by the fourth quarter. Cool. Yeah, thawed out. But it was a really good game. Now, once we left the building, I was a little nervous because, well, shit, it was still a little close. I really wanted a touchdown before I left out of there, but a field goal.
They was building some momentum too.
Exactly.
And it was nervous a couple times.
Yeah, man. But the Bucs are who we expected them to be. Okay, but not better than us.
Right.
That's really what it was. We did just no Deshaun Jackson. Didn't see him on the field at all. So that helped out a lot defensively. But
No doubt.
But yeah, we were flying around out there, man. I'm not mad. Shout out to Marlon Humphreys, got an interception. We had been on a turnover drought for a while, man. It was good to see us starting to pick that back up, especially it's playoff time. We got to get ready.
Yeah, so we wrapped that one up.
Yeah.
We got 2. We need to do it 2 more times.
2 more.
2 more times.
2 more go rounds, those. 2 more victories, please.
So we talked about some of the scenarios that could get us in.
Okay.
But the probability is greater to me than 50% that we don't make it.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say. So what you give us, like a 45% chance? 35%?
I think that's real good. 45%.
45% chance
of us getting to the playoffs. In the event that we don't make it to the playoffs, does Harbaugh have to go?
Yes. And I think that if we make it, Harbaugh only keeps his job if we make the AFC Championship game.
Okay.
Period. That's it. I don't care about 1 playoff win. I don't care about 2 playoff wins because
even though that would be a step up. So
step up from what? We won Super Bowls.
Yeah,
we won Super Bowl. We've been to AFC Championship games. So what we stepping?
We
up
won
for?
a Super Bowl with him.
We won a Super Bowl,
and to me, he got lucky. He was lucky to have a group of guys that he did.
Yes, he did.
He didn't win the Super Bowl.
We had Hall of Fame level talent. On both sides of the ball.
Yes,
on both sides of the ball.
That doesn't happen often.
Nope, it doesn't. And he blew it up. And for that reason, I'm still
he did.
Still a little bit about it. Still a little bit about it.
Which means he got to go.
Ed Reed had another year left in the tank. But yeah. So if we don't get to an AFC Championship game, I'm ready to move on from John Harbaugh. His guy's gone. His quarterback's gone. Now, the game plan you have been putting together has looked decent. I'm not opposed to. I'm not even criticizing John Harbaugh as a bad coach. I don't think he's a bad coach. I just feel as though sometimes you lose your locker room, and they may be tired of hearing that. I really, honestly, have always felt like John Harbaugh was more of a college style coach to me. Yeah. With his methods and the way he does things and the way that he wants to kind of be the star of the team and things to, bounce off of his energy or what he's presenting to the table. Right. I'm ready for something different, man. I just am. I'm really not
opposed.
I
think the city is.
I'm not opposed to Mike Tomlin. There we go. I mean, because it looks like
you think that he's having trouble over there. He wouldn't come here.
You don't think so?
He wouldn't come here.
I hope so. Mike Tomlin, come on over, brother. Maybe as a I don't even know what kind. What is Mike Tomlin's background? Is he a defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator? What was he doing before this? You can come back and do that, and then become the head coach. I don't want you as a head coach yet. Relax.
A real quick one to touch on Mr. James, Mr. Ball, First,
it's funny. You always find this funny, Diamond, that you don't ever go with the most recent game of what the Lakers have. You only talk about what happened over the weekend. I'm pretty sure this shit was like a Friday game or something. It was. Exactly. Niggas had 2 other games, Saturday, Sunday, probably playing right now. But let's talk about what happened 2 games ago, though.
Yeah, I mean,
it was historical. It was historical.
That's what it is.
Okay.
This is for the
All right.
historical context.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yes.
Right.
And the first Lakers to triple-double in the same game since 1982.
1982.
Come
Man,
on.
A little perspective. I wasn't even born the last time
Right.
2 Lakers had triple doubles, and it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Magic Johnson.
Yep.
So fitting that they
Yep.
that Lonzo and LeBron would get him. Lonzo finished the game with 16 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds, while LeBron finished with 24 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists. And Lonzo broke LeBron's record for being the youngest to get a triple-double ever. I mean, that's big shit. I honestly and truly, I'm gonna plant my flag now. Lonzo Ball is damn good.
We saying history in the making.
Yes, I believe. I'm not going that far long. I'm not going that far. I'm not going. You know what? Okay, I can't argue with that. We literally did see.
We literally
saw history in the making. I'm not saying Lonzo Ball is
they
a
just set a
historical player.
record that somebody will
It can
break
be broken,
eventually. But I'm
but
just saying,
it's a good record. It's a solid record to have. But I also feel like Lonzo Ball was honestly, I think that they expected him to be LeBron James just because his dad talks a lot about him. But Lonzo had a great first year. 10, 7, and 7 is what he averaged. If you take that out of context of who he was and just blankly put those numbers out there, those are the same numbers that Malcolm Brogdon won Rookie of the Year with. On top of that, if you look up the last 4 or 5 matchups he had, excluding John Wall, because John Wall went to work on his ass, he's holding people down. He's defensively great. He's great defensively. Now, John Wall put on a damn show, okay? That's different. That's John Wall. That's the Wall star, all right? Gang sign John Wall don't lose to nobody, all right? there's John Wall. That's an all-star. But when he start throwing the bees up, it's over with. Don't even come to the game no more. Yeah. That's a different John Wall. All right, that's a different John Wall. And apparently, when you that's another thing that we have to talk about, Diamond. The trade. Trevor Ariza gets sent to the Washington Wizards for Kelly Oubre gets sent over to the Phoenix Suns. I feel like they do the same things, but Kelly's younger and is a little bit better. And he's got more potential. I don't understand the trade. I really feel like this Trevor Ariza was supposed to be going to the Lakers.
So you feel like they got the worst end up?
Yeah, they sent Austin Rivers, and the Wizards have always needed a reliable backup point guard. So I don't understand that move either. I don't understand what's going on with the Washington Wizards. I will say this. I listen to a guy named Stan Van Gundy. Comes on a podcast I listen to often. And while Stan Van Gundy has a strict policy of not bad-mouthing anybody in the NBA, he will not. He refuses to do it. He said that Ernie Grunfeld was one of the worst GMs he's ever seen in his life. His life. So he does not know, for the life of him, why Ernie Grunfeld is still a GM. Gilbert Arenas, Nick Young, JaVale McGee. All under Ernie Grunfeld. That entire situation. All of it. From the guns to Swaggy P to whatever the hell JaVale McGee was in the Washington Wizards jersey was all Ernie Grunfeld. And for the life of me, I don't understand why this man still has a job. I don't get it. And I used to be a Wizards fan. Really, up until they traded Gilbert Arenas. I got off right at the Gilbert Arenas. When Gilbert Arenas left the team, so did I. So I've watched them from afar. Of course, it's the closest team to us locally. So if I'm going to an NBA game, I'm going to a Wizards game. I just don't get it. I don't get why this team is this talented and can never do anything with it. They can never do anything.
So you putting it in the office?
I'm damn sure putting it in the office. They are supremely talented. John Wall is a top 5 point guard in this league. Bradley Beal is a top 10 shooting guard in this league. I one of the Morris twins are decent players. They have the talent around them to be a great team when they're motivated. Scott Brooks isn't the best coach in the world, but he will get some results. He gonna get you there. He may not win the game for you, but he gonna get you there. But they ain't getting there. Something needs to happen. You threw a lot of money at John Wall, the supermax at John Wall, and now Brad Beal's got to get. Well, Brad Beal did get paid, and he's been linked to a bunch of trades this year as well. Talking about pairing him with LeBron in LA, with I guess with Caldwell Pope, who's just requested a trade. Brandon Ingram, I believe, was a part of that trade as well. We don't know. These are rumors. I'm speculating right now, but I'm just ready to see the Wizards blow it up, man.
Yeah, something's missing.
Yeah, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, man. Or was it Dr. Hyde and Mr. Jekyll?
Something's missing.
One of them.
The first one.
The first one. Ladder of the
Something's missing over there. Not quite sure what it is. I would love to root for the Wizards.
I would too, but yeah, they not worth rooting for.
But not right now.
No, thank you. I'm not about to hitch my wagon. I'm not about to hitch that wagon. Be depressed.
Yeah.
I already got the Ravens and the Orioles for that shit.
Yeah, the Orioles will definitely have you depressed. They're trying to turn the corner with some new people behind the scenes.
Brought in a new manager.
Yeah. That's a start.
$100. Diamond, give me his name right now.
You know.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought too.
And
Brandon something.
It was something.
Brandon.
And that was the guy that they was denying. No, this is premature. What are you saying? No.
I do know this. I do
2
know
days later, it was him.
He was the bench coach in Chicago from the Chicago Cubs. So they snatched him. The manager over in Chicago, Joe Madden, who's been there for a while, is a bit, has been a wizard, but they're thinking that he's losing touch with the club. And the guy that we hired was actually supposed to, she went to be his replacement. So we swooped in, grabbed him before we, while we could, before he, got locked up with the Chicago Cubs deal. Now, maybe he's our Joe Girardi. Maybe he's the boost of young energy that we need on this team. But shit, we don't have any players to coach anymore. So
there's always that.
They're all gone.
But you gotta start. You gotta start somewhere.
I guess we're gonna start together.
It's gonna be everybody's,
we all
freshmen and the teachers new.
Yeah,
everybody
knew. They're gonna come down, sit at the table at the press conference. Growing pains. All right, I'll see you later. What you expect me to do? I ain't got nobody here. Machado gone. And don't nobody want Adam Jones, so he might be back next year. Don't nobody want his ass. Don't nobody want Adam Jones' ass for nothing. Yeah, I guess he's just an Oriole. He's just an Oriole for life. They called me a nigga. Boss.
We got a short week. Ravens got a short week, so we got a Saturday game.
We got a Saturday game?
Yeah.
Oh, man. What time we play?
On the road, yeah.
4 o'clock Saturday against the Chargers. Ugh, shit. What is that? What day
is that? I thought it was prime time.
Prime times? Yeah, 8 o'clock game?
I thought it was, yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Cool.
Either way, it's a short week. And then we got this challenge. Now, he does this. If he gets us over this hump.
Hey, man, listen. I can't be
either way. I'm not mad at him.
I'm not mad at 4-1 over 5 starts.
No.
4-1 over 5 starts. And we lost to probably
the number 2 team in the NFL.
Yeah. Like, for real.
Yeah.
I'm not, listen.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson is for real, baby. I don't know if you guys
is.
Yeah, he's the real deal, okay?
And he brings an element to our game that's never been here.
Yeah, a superstar on offense.
Yeah.
We'd had some B pluses. We'd had maybe an A minus. We have never had a superstar, and we got one.
He creates a first down when he was going to get sacked.
You see it? Pew! Gone.
Quick. He'll do some.
You'd be like, dang, what happened? Oh, there he is, down there. First down. There you go. He fell out of bounds over there. That's where he is.
That is amazing. And that really hypes up the crowd. It hypes up the team.
Yeah, man. Fast
Joe's looking like, why they ain't get this hype for me?
Because you slow, Joe. That's why. Joe slow ass. I can't wait to see where Joe ends up. But they have officially announced that we will be parting ways with Joe Flacco in 2019. I'm hoping that we can freak this into maybe a draft pick or something, or trade his ass.
Yeah, it's no doubt that he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone definitely. I just 10-year run, Joe. Average NFL career last.
And he's gonna have an
years.
attitude. He's gonna have an attitude wherever he goes.
Listen, I've heard of this mythical motivated Joe Flacco. I've heard about him for years. Never seen him.
He's gonna have an attitude. He won't fuck Baltimore.
Fuck Baltimore.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Cincinnati, I need a quarterback, man. I'm trying to play with y'all for real. Man,
that seemed like his voice, too.
Let me see the schedule for real. I'm just trying to see where y'all play tomorrow, man. I'm trying to see who the Ravens play next week, man.
Where's his best? Where would he do the best at?
I feel like Joe Flacco is a shoe-in for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You think he would do good there?
I feel like he'd be better than Blake Bortles. Let's see, where else could Joe fit? That's pretty much it. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
And Giants.
Nah, because they already got that. They got Eli doing that. That's the same.
Yeah, with Joe's younger, though.
Doddering quarterback.
Joe's younger.
That would be. Okay, I could see Joe. Yeah, Joe is a bit younger. I think Joe's got about 2-3 more years left in him. So, yeah, you can see, okay, Joe maybe in New York or Jacksonville and
Jets. Could he use them in Jets?
Nah, they got the future already. They got my man Sam Darnold from USC out there, man. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Darnold's out there. Let me see, the Dolphins, perhaps. They ready to move on from Tannehill.
They should.
Tannehill is.
That was a dumb move on their part.
Yeah, Tannehill is nothing but a faster Joe Flacco, to tell you the truth. That's what he is. He's a little bit more fleet of foot.
But he has flashes, though.
Tannehill?
Yes.
Yeah, just like Joe got flashes.
He has flashes,
Joe got flashes.
But yeah.
Yeah, but what's it worth? What's it worth? Are they D-Wade flashes?
Yeah.
They just some. Oh, he's a serviceable quarterback, and then he's trash. Serviceable, trash. Those are the flashes. with Tannehill. At least Joe give you a little bit of something.
Serviceable and trash?
Anytime that they're seriously considering giving Jay Cutler your job, nah, that ain't it, Chief. That ain't it.
There it is. Yeah. All right, so we'll be back. Next week is
What's next week? What's happening next week? Monday?
Yeah.
What's happening next week?
It's Christmas Eve.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
So you might not
really?
Can't make that.
Yeah, I got kids, man. Oh. All right, listen. Christmas Eve, the 24th. I'll be here, damn it.
Okay.
How about that?
All right, well, there
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I'll
be here to talk about the Ravens, okay? Yeah. And whatever else is going on. Oh, you know what? And we got big Christmas games coming up in the NBA coming up. So we got to tackle that shit.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man, we got we might get to return to Boogie. Might get to return to Boogie because we got Lakers Warriors.
That's what they saying.
We got Lakers Warriors on Christmas, baby. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah. All right, it was a BS fight over the weekend too. Saturday. It was a BS fight. De La Hoya Promotions. They're promoting that what you call it, the little website thing they be doing a commercial for.
Oh, my man Canelo fought this week on Daz.
He fought a mop.
He fought a mop.
Yes.
Waxes
named Rocky.
Rocky. Get out of here.
He was tall, but he wasn't
no Balboa, huh?
He was no Balboa.
He was what was the son name? That's who he was. His ass whooped all the time. It was a Rocky 7.
Yeah. He knocked him down like 3-4 times.
Word.
They stopped.
But you know what? Wasn't this one supposed to be the free one?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to So they won't
so
give
that's
him
probably
a
what
bump.
it was. They wait for the good one. There's 2 good fights that's coming up this weekend though.
Who we got?
The brothers is both the brothers is fighting.
Charlos, right?
Right. They both on the same card defending. Them boys is wild.
Honestly, I thought it was just one wild ass nigga to tell you the truth.
No, it's 2.
I didn't know it was 2 of these niggas.
It's 2.
Shit, up until like last week, I was like, oh, it's 2 Charlos. I thought it was just one wild ass.
I followed them on Instagram.
Oh man,
them boys like should have never gave you niggas money.
Oh,
like,
that's
how they roll.
Oh, it was like 2 Adrian Bronas.
Yes.
Oh,
they ain't that bad.
They ain't that bad. Okay.
They ain't that bad. They ain't that bad. But
that's the scale. That's the scale from nigga to Adrian Broner.
Right. There is a difference.
You never want to be the Adrian Broner level of nigga.
There is a difference.
Ever. Even Floyd is less nigga than Adrian Broner. That's a lot of nigga.
All right, so we'll be back next week. Thank you, sir, as always.
Man. It's my pleasure, baby.
All right, so we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
All right.
Baby just wants